Hey everybody, One of Wisdom here. It is late Thursday, January 10th, technically Friday morning, January 11th, 3:11 a.m. Feel like I'm starting to lose my voice again, but part 79 we introduced Zap, his heroic challenge, +3 armor, don't break the cats, same as last time. Since we got it taken care of pretty quick, went ahead, stuck the Scorpion Striker on there, just so we could kind of see what it looks like. And then I did check out, showed you the 2 battle arenas it unlocked. So if you're interested in that, it's in part 79. My plan right now is to upload both 79 and 80. They will be out of order, but I figured people want to see this stuff, so try to accommodate, kind of like I did with the Flash Wing and Hothead stuff right before Thanksgiving. They were still really hard to come by, and happened to get them. I went ahead and threw them up, kind of like as a Thanksgiving deal. Maybe make people happy. I don't know. Anyway, I've let Zap clear out the ship. He's about halfway to level 2. Has 740. But we're going to go ahead and pull him. And now, the moment everyone's probably been waiting for, we're going to stick our final newlander in their regular pose, if you will, on the portal. That, of course, is going to be Hot Dog from the Fire Element.
See spot burn.
Okay, new heroic challenge is now available, and 5 fire Skylanders collected, elemental power increased. New accolade, Master of Skylands as well. We'll check in on that one. There's a good look at Hot Dog for you. Nearly said Hothead, but he's got a pretty cool story behind him. There you kind of see his backside. Don't really know that. I don't hate that boy. Like, it's not near as bad as Zap's voice in my opinion, but it's not necessarily what I expected. But like I said,
well,
not
looks like we're
too
closing
terribly
in on our
bad.
destination. Make your way to the nearest, most attractive pilot, and note that he may be behind you.
Okay, that was creepy. Not Hot Dog, but what Flynn said. Anyway, again, having just introduced legendary stealth elf Flame Slinger, he seems pretty slow here. That said, we're going to come in and take a look at his stats. We'll confirm.
Looking good.
Okay. They did kind of try to give him like that dogly, I don't know how to describe it, like persona, whatever you want to call it. We won't dwell on that. We'll look at his stats. Max health 250, speed 43. So again, that's quite a bit. I mean, not hugely lower than 50, but it is noticeable difference. Armor is very, very like Gilgrunish low at 6. Critical hit, however, is at 60, so I guess it's all kind of a trade-off, of course. Elemental power, again, that begins at 25, but we do have the 5 fire element Skylander, so he's at 46. No heroics just yet. We're going to come in now. What'll be really cool to see is his upgrades. What we have right now, his primary attack, A button here on the Wii version, is Fire Bark. Press A to spit fireballs. Looks pretty cool. It'll kind of depend on how many and how fast. Secondary attack is Wall of Fire. Press B to summon a Wall of Fire, which can be pushed towards enemies. This looks very promising for the guy. It's kind of Zap-like and Chill-like, if you will. Slam Bam, even. I'm a big fan of this type of stuff. I like to do hit and run, and if I can do something that's going to deal a ton of damage while allowing me to kind of be behind it and, obliterate, whatever we're taking on, I'm all for it. That said, his first purchased upgrade is going to be Pyro Piercers. Fireballs pierce multiple targets and do increased damage. I guess I can go through them, I'm not quite sure. I don't really picture fireballs piercing. I kind of picture them burning. But anyway, we'll deal with that later. Comet Slam. This is his tertiary attack. Press Z to flip into the air and slam down on the ground like a comet. That's very cool. It's kind of akin to like Terrafin's belly flop. Which that's a move I use all the time. Of course, this one, you're not going to be coming from underground. But this is actually in his story scroll what they said that he did. Or I guess not the story scroll, but like the background story. He actually attacked, I think, a lava golem and kind of won over the Skylanders that just found him when he erupted from a volcano. But that's looking like, right, I mean, A, B, and Z button without anything done to him. He looks like he's going to be pretty awesome. Next up is the Wall of More Fire. Walls of Fire do increased damage. Again, I'd love to have numbers. They don't give them to us here. You kind of have to check for yourself. And then Super Comet. So what's interesting here, we upgraded his A attack, then we got the tertiary, then we upgraded the B attack, and now we're upgrading the Z attack. So before he's even had to pick a path, he's kind of had everything hit. That said, we don't know like how powerful his initial attacks will be yet. But Super Comet, hold Z to charge up the Comet Slam and release to do increased damage. That'll be pretty interesting to see how it pans out. Now, this will all be new to me because he's brand new. I just put him on a portal. But we're going to have, let's see. Yeah, we're going to call this one his primary upgrade path. It begins with hot dog combos. Press AA, hold B for burning bees. It actually looks like there are bees in there. And then press AA, hold Z for Comet Dash. I'm hoping that that's a speed move. Next up is Bark Bombs. Fireballs explode on impact and do increased damage. That looks like a great upgrade. And then lastly, Pyro Pinwheel. While holding Z to charge up the Comet Slam, Hot Dog shoots fireballs from all angles. If those deal a lot of damage, he's going to be a force to be reckoned with, I think. That said, if you decide to go, I guess, with his secondary attack upgrade, the Wall of Fire, you've got Blazing Wildfire. Walls of Fire travel faster and do even more increased damage. Then we've got Great Walls of Fire. Walls of Fire are bigger and do even more increased damage. Again, I love numbers. At this point, you basically just have to go through, do one upgrade, see what it does. This one looks crazy. Magmut Battalion. Walls are now made up of fiery dogs that do maximum damage and shoot fireballs. It's going to be tough to pick a path. I mean, this top one's pretty tempting to me. That said, it may depend how well I like his, primary and secondaries out of the box. Now, that said, keep in mind, he sadly doesn't have a WoW POW since he's a newlander. That said, he does have a soul gem, which we already have picked up. It's Ding Dong Ditch, which is very fitting for a dog. After a Comet Slam, leave a burning bag that explodes when stepped on. I wondered how that would work, and I guess that's pretty interesting take, but I'm actually kind of excited to see that one in action. So, nonetheless, we'll pack out here. I'll take a look now at his quests. Obviously, he hadn't done anything. The 5 generic ones: Monster Masher, kill 1,000 enemies. Battle Champ, win 10 PvP. Don't take damage in a heroic challenge. Chow Hound, eat 50 pieces of food. Complete an arena without taking any damage. Then the Fire Element Specific, costs 7,500 elemental bonus damage. Defeat an evil water minion. And then Bombardier, defeat 30 enemies with bombs. I don't think that'll be too bad. Then next up though, and this one is specific to Hot Dog, is Animal Aggravator. Scare away 20 birds. Really don't envision that one being too bad either. But nonetheless, we will back out of there. We'll come in now, we'll actually take a look at his powers. Back over here. There's the A button. I had pretty good range right out of the box. I mean, it looks like it's making it almost to the end of the deck. Anyway, I'm gonna hold A down now. It doesn't do anything. Okay, wow. You can pretty much fire these at will. There is that little gap in between them. But, I mean, I was expecting it to be kind of like slow, like drill sergeant or something. Now, we will do his secondary attack, the Wall of Fire.
We're actually here now.
Pretty impressive, I have to say. I don't know what's up with that burning right there. Okay, so I'm holding B this time. You can kind of see him like summoning it with his paws. Still holding B, but he sent it forward. That is pretty insane. I don't know, again, how much damage it'll do if it incinerates things on impact, if it deals like 5 or something lame right out of the box. But I mean, if it's anything significant, it would be cool. If you just tap B, that's what happens. It sends it forward, and again, that's going, I mean, all the way to the end of the ship. If you hold B, you can kind of like just keep it there. You can't shoot the fire bombs there, but note that you can once you release it. It's pretty impressive. I'm just going to tap B, and then we can kind of follow it, you know, if you're trying to do like something in rapid succession.
Attention crew, I just spotted land.
But I have to say, I am
Come see me
pretty
when you're ready to
impressed.
go.
I wasn't really expecting much from Hot Dog for some reason. I just wasn't. And he looks pretty freaking awesome as of right now. So let's go ahead and see what his heroic challenge is.
Ready for more training?
As
All right,
mentioned,
let's
some
do
of the
it.
new Skylander stuff has been crazy, so we'll have to see what his is and how long it takes. Probably going to be towards the end, but I'm going to go slow just so we don't pass it and wind up looking like idiots when we come back to it. Let's see here. Getting into some of the new landers now. Okay, so I don't know what it's doing in an icy area. That looks like our wizard guy. Can't think of his name for some reason. I'll probably think of it when I'm asleep. It's also +3 armor just like that, but it's called a real goat getter. Go get the hermit's goats. This could be kind of like what we see with Zook and Shepherd's Pie, bring sheep back to their pens. Not 100% sure since we've never played it, but the goats look pretty big in that little inset there. So let's go ahead and try it out. Again, this one may take several attempts, having never done it, and we'll see what happens. Yeah, I don't know if that's Hermit or not, but yeah, it's
Hermit's entire herd have escaped, probably because he has no gate for their pen. Your goal is to get them all back in time.
Good lord.
They'll follow you, but don't get too far away, or they'll just wander off again.
3, 2.
Yeah, I think this is going to take a long time to do this.
Return the goats to their pen.
Oh, you only have to do 10 of them. Let's see. I don't know if this is going to be kind of like Crusher, you know, where we can like lose them. I didn't really listen to Callie. You'll have to forgive me. Wow, he took care of that guy. I'm trying, you know, since we're probably going to have to do this many times, I'm actually like looking explicitly for goats right now. That's all we're doing. Oh, they're idiot goats. Oh, you're kidding. Well, I'm going to have to go back over there. And luckily, they're all kind of like prancing about where we left them. I wanted to do my secondary attack here, but I can't like, get around. That was a goat lost. I don't know what he's talking about. Anyway, let's just try to take these back. I didn't even... How did we lose a goat? If someone can tell me. Okay, you idiot goats. Let's... Yeah, the goats are gonna make this kind of tough, I think.
Goat halfway there.
I think we've got 5 of them, yeah, so... yeah, we're off to look for 5 more, I guess. Okay, we got lucky we got in behind these guys. So there's one right there, that may be the only thing over here. Oh wow, you can't do that. We're just gonna leave them and attempt to get this done. Okay, so the goats can't even use bounce pads. They'll just walk.
Goat rescued.
Okay, I don't know if we're gonna do this first try anyway. Maybe there's a way to get up there somehow. Find a few. It's also kind of hard with the ice, you know, like he's not the fastest character to begin with, but when you're on the ice, everything's just kind of like that much slower. So, there's a goat over there. Yeah, I don't know what the point of that. Oh, okay, we need a bomb. I don't know where that one came from. Where was that bomb? Oh wow, there's a ton of those here. I guess they're like leftovers we didn't do anything with or something. Hopefully they're all still following me. We lost one. So there's a bunch there. I kept thinking like we might have the time bonus somewhere in here. There probably is. I know we lost that one, but I don't really care. We just need these 4. So as long as these knuckleheads follow us, we're golden. Should make it
1 minute
no issue
remaining.
at all. Can't go that way. Those guys are... Oh wait, is that the time bonus? I think it is right up there. You're kidding me. We gotta get that guy back. Thank you, bonehead. Now follow. Okay. I think that is the time bonus right up there though, so really not a big deal to get that. You'd have like an extra 30 seconds. So I don't think this one will be too bad now that I've actually done it, you know. So, +3 armor, which is what he needs because 6 is really, really low. But, there you go.
That was seriously fun to watch. Congratulations.
Alright, so we'll play another heroic challenge, and the answer is no. So, there you have it, Hot Dog. Very cool looking character. He looks like he's going to have a lot of potential, particularly once upgraded. Seems pretty solid right out of the box. While his heroic challenge is kind of going to be one of those ones, you know, it's a little annoying. I feel like once you've done it probably 2 or 3 times, you'll probably figure out a way to do it in like half the time it took us to do it there. And the cool thing is that extra time bonus is just like right there. Similarly, I don't think the enemies can actually take the goats away like in Give a Hoot, which is Crusher's heroic challenge, which that makes it just infinitely easier. That said, the goats are kind of prone to not following you very well, as you saw, but looked like there were tons of them, and you know, like I said, I think once you've done it a few times, it won't be bad at all. And again, note that that's up to 300 since we've done level 15 here, so just kind of let him clear things out. There's a different vantage point of that wall of fire. Shouldn't have done that because we dropped some frames there. But luckily it was at the end of the video, so it's not too big of a deal. But yeah, I think Hot Dog is going to be pretty awesome. I guess I will go ahead, stick to my word. I'll edit and upload these. I'll probably be up for quite a while doing that, but I suppose it's worth it. Anyway, we'll come in here, pause it. Like I said, if you pre-ordered this, you should be able to get it tomorrow if you don't already have it. If you did not pre-order, you might be in a bind, at least until they like get their next round or 2 of shipments in. I would check in with your local store, maybe call them, also monitor the website, you know, see if it comes up for purchase there. That may be easier to do. But from what I could tell at my local stores and what I've heard, you know, they basically just have enough stock right now at the local level to cover pre-orders. You know, they might have like 1 or 2 extra per store. And of course, you know, some of the pre-orders, you know, people didn't pay in full. You know, they will be prone to sell them. Sometimes even if you paid in full, if you can't get up there, you know, they might accidentally sell one. So for those that didn't pre-order, that may happen to you. You know, get lucky in that regard, and then someone else get really unlucky. But nonetheless, both Zap and Hot Dog, very impressive. The Scorpion Striker, like I said, unlocked the 2 new battle arenas for us. Should be kind of neat. I'll try to use it here coming up shortly, the magic item end of it, actual gameplay, kind of see what it does. I do it now, but I kind of, you know, just want to get these videos edited, uploaded, and get myself to bed. But the cool thing here, now that I have Hot Dog, I'm still not going to upgrade anybody before battling Chaos this first time. I'm just going to go in box stock. But now I can actually come in and do it, you know, with the 8 new Skylanders. If it's tough or something and they all die, I'll come in with the Giants. But, you know, kind of a cool deal. That actually reminded me, Accolades, we got the new one. What was it? I think it was Admiral, wasn't it? Oh no, it was Master of Skylands. Add 40 orange-based Skylanders to your collection. So, got that one taken care of. We're just about to have all the stuff that you get from the 3 chapters, you know. We'll kind of deal with the rest of this stuff later on. But, yeah. So, the way it worked out for me, Hot Dog was actually wound up being the Skylander that got us the Master of Skylands with the 40 orange bases. So, nonetheless, there you go. Like I said, Hot Dog looks very, very promising. I'm pretty excited about him. Basically, the next thing I record is just going to be Chapter 16. We're going to take on Chaos with box stock Skylanders. After that, it'll just kind of be leveling them up, getting the money to get their purchases. I'll probably record like the mass upgrade stuff, kind of like we did last time. You know, then maybe just on the Newlanders and the Giants, I don't know. It'll kind of depend how things pan out. But hopefully, you know, we get Thumpback, Eyebrow, and then Genie, and the rest of the Series 2 repos that aren't out. And I'll try to start into Nightmare mode. Between now and then, I'll probably do like the time goals in this first save file. And like I said, just the upgrades, which is probably going to take quite a while. But nonetheless, I'm excited, ready to battle Chaos. Hopefully I can record that this weekend. But 3:33 a.m. I'm going to can it so we can get this edited and uploaded. And like I said, hopefully if you pre-ordered, you get to pick up your Scorpion Striker Battle Pack. Looks like it's going to be a ton of fun. Again, if they had situated things differently where battle mode could be done, you know, single player versus CPU, I would stop recording this and I'd come in and I'd play Zap and then Hot Dog and kind of go that route. But sadly, they kept it 2-player only, so it kind of makes it hard for one guy to do that stuff at 3:40 in the morning. But nonetheless, thanks for watching. Questions, comments, you can ask here on YouTube. However, if it's anything important or you want a quick response to, go with the blog. I tend to get to that one every night. Bottom line, it'll always be faster than YouTube. oneofwisdom.blogspot.com. There'll be a link to the post right there, you know, at the top of the video description. You can follow me on Twitter, like me on Facebook, circle me on Google+, whichever you prefer. As always, thanks for watching, and we will catch you back here for part 81 of our Skylanders Giants Blind playthrough.